Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Terraria. I just fought off some pirates that arrived, and I see that it's a storm. I think it might be a sandstorm, possibly. And if it is, there are still sandstorm enemies that I need to get from the desert. It's 36 miles an hour, but it doesn't seem to be an actual sandstorm over here in the desert. I'm not actually sure what the conditions are, but I'm still missing some desert sandstorm enemies. I'm gonna hang out here just in case it becomes a sandstorm. Okay, I had to wait a long time, but it just changed to a sandstorm. And so I want to make sure I stay alive. So I'm gonna change some of my gear here. And there should be, yeah, a water candle over here that I want to turn on. If I can reach it, there we go. And then I'm pretty sure that there's Hallow Sandstorm monsters that I haven't found yet. And so I'm hoping that they're going to spawn over here, but I'm just getting like normal Hallow monsters here. And I think normal Sandstorm monsters here. So do I have to be more over here for it to be a Hallow desert and have enough Hallow blocks? I'm not sure. And yeah, the Mighty Wind is here. And there's a tumbleweed thingy. Is this not going to be sufficiently like Hallow Desert for it to give me the Hallow Desert specific enemies? I thought they'd just have to spawn on Hallow Sand. But maybe I don't have enough Hallow blocks around here for it to prefer it as Hallow? Because what do we have there? Just a normal sand shark. It's not like a Hallow specific one. And I'm not seeing any like Hallow sand sharks if there are such a thing. These events are so infrequent. And I feel like I still don't know how to go about trying to farm them for the things I'm looking for. What do I have over here? Nachos. I got nachos. Okay, well, since I don't seem to be getting any of the special enemies I think I'm looking for here, we could also go over to this portion of the desert that's been corrupted, and maybe we'll see some corrupt desert sandstorm something. So let's hang out here for a little bit. Oh, except for I've got NPCs. But there is... I didn't get a chance to look. I could put the, what's her name? Bone Biter. Okay, so that was a Bone Biter. And now I think I'm far enough away from the NPCs that I don't have to worry about not getting enough bad guys. Okay, but then there's just normal corruption. And do I have a water candle over here? I can't remember. Wasn't planning to be farming over here necessarily. And I don't immediately see a water candle, so let me see if I can get one out after I kill off a few more bone biters and things. Water candle. Boom. Alright, just in case it helps, and in case there's some corruption sandstorm enemies we're missing. Alright, but if I go that way, I'm just going to get back into normal corruption. But other than the Bone Biter, I don't know that I've seen anyone special. And we do still have the Mighty Wind. Oh, here we go. Okay, so someone's over here. Like the desert summoner thingy? Yeah, you. Great. Sand elemental. I don't think that's different. Corruption desert versus normal desert versus Hallow desert. So I don't know that that's going to help me fill out my bestiary. But we'll definitely kill you. Because why wouldn't I? Alright. And I think even my void bag is full at this point, because I just fought the pirates. So that's a bummer. Alright, definitely getting lots of sand elementals. Maybe we'll get a banner for them. Unlikely. Alright, but it might just be that the Bone Biter is the only guy. And I should have spent more time looking in my bestiary for this for now. Just to try to set expectations. But we'll hang out here in case there's anybody else that we've missed. And I've already spent 20 minutes of my day doing other things, but we did make progress. Because, first off, someone told me about the fact that you can sort by bestiary ID, and then it allows you to see kind of like the missing items, or the missing guys in the bestiary. But 318 was the Bone Biter. I had that on my list of something I hadn't found before in the Corrupt Desert, and now I have, so that's great. We still have to do Crimson Desert and Hallowed Desert, probably, during the next sandstorm, but now I know basically what I need to do, which is basically to use the Contaminator and just wipe out a whole section. So I can do that for next time. But we did make progress in the bestiary, so that's great. We're up to 95.96%. But now, I think I'm ready. I'd already had all these potions ready to go. I want to try the Old One's Army one more time. I'm going to use Wrath, Rage, Life Force, and Obsidian Skin, because I think Betsy sets you on fire. And let's see. What are the other strategies I want to use? So I'm going to wear the Beetle Scale Mail and the menacing versions of 4 different bits of equipment during the first layers of the battle so that I can deal more damage at the risk of taking more damage. And then when I get to wave 7, I think since last time I set up more Boulder Traps, and so let's go ahead and just kind of like show them off. So I've got 4 on each side now. And so those will deal some extra damage during the event. And I'm going to try to set up all of my sentries just to protect the crystal. And when it gets to wave 7, I also learned that Betsy goes after the player and not the actual crystal. So what I think I'm going to do is fly up into the sky and try to shoot Betsy using Chlorophyte bullets and the Unreal Vortex Blaster and just focus all of my attention on Betsy and hope that the crystal stays protected. So that's my strategy going in. You guys don't need to see the first 4 waves of this event because it'll just be same old, same old. So I'll bring you back in as it gets interesting. Okay, so we're into wave 5, and I'm going to choose an appropriate time to buff here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and take out the first ogre. And let's get my rainbow gun back out. That seems good. And I've got another one of these I can place. Alright, and buff. Okay, so the buffs will make me stronger. Let's make sure that we're successfully defending everything. I think we're doing good shape. So let's focus on the ogre. Great. That is looking good. Alright, somehow I managed to miss 1 bit of sentry mana or whatever, so I have 9 instead of 10 at the end of the wave. I'm not sure how that happened. It's kind of a bummer. But let's not sweat it right now. Okay, so I'm going to put out a rainbow gun. And start defending in wave 6, and then I'm going to need to switch armor in a little bit. Alright, let's make sure we defend the crystal. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Okay, there's a mage thingy, so I need to take that out because it's just going to summon more bad guys. There we go. And now, great. Got those flying guys out of the sky. Here comes a boss, so let's do that. Make sure everything's okay over here. Let's focus on the ogre. The rainbow gun might work against me against the ogre, so let's do this. Okay, ogre's gone down. Wave is complete, but I'm slowed, but I can jump and go faster for whatever reason. Okay. But let's go ahead and place a couple more of these, finish this guy off. Okay. And now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch to my better armor. We're going to unmount. We're going to get out this thing and start firing at Betsy and try to just focus on Betsy and stay away. And I think my buffs are still going, but I'm going to try to rebuff just in case. Alright, Betsy's about a third the way down. Where is she? There she is. I'm going to get the honey. About halfway down. Yeah, they're going to take out the thingy, though. Darn, the strategy is still not enough. I got her about 75% the way down. Darn, darn, darn. Okay, well, if that's the case, that was the best shot that I had. Without just trying to redo a completely different build. So I'm going to switch to the Moon Lord, and once we get Moon Lord equipment, we'll be able to finish this. Yeah. I can't say I gave it 100%, but I definitely gave it like at least 90%, and that was still not enough. So, poop. What else is there to say? I'm actually going to give this one more go, because I was looking back and I realized something important, which is I forgot to hit Betsy with a melee attack in order for my I-Core to kick in. And I-Core is a big deal. I think I might be able to get her that way. Also, I'd lost one ballista staff somewhere along the way, and so if I had extra defense and the I-Core, I might be able to pull it off. And finally, I have exactly one Eternio Crystal left. So, I'm going to do this again. And yeah, you guys can see me in wave 5. Wish me luck. Alright, I'm already in wave 6. I forgot to buff until just now, but I don't think it matters because I think I protected the crystal until thus far. Okay, here's what we need to do. We need to move the rainbow gun over here so that I can focus on the ogre over here. Okay, great. And then let's defend from the wyverns. Most important thing is to defend right now. Alright, but I'm doing fine. Crystal is doing pretty good. Let's get into the rainbow gun over here. Here comes another ogre, so let's focus on him. Okay, ogre's down. Crystal still has a lot of health. Somehow I managed to lose one little bit of Ballista Rod casting power again, which is a bummer. Okay, but we are going to switch into my better armor. We're going to have this, and we're going to remember to hit Betsy with I-Core. There we go. Before we start shooting her, so that her defense goes down. And then we're going to occasionally hit her with a melee attack again. There we go, to ensure defense stays down. And then we're going to focus on Betsy. Deal as much damage as we can. Gonna heal. Alright, she's mostly down. Come on. Yes! I did it! I did it! Okay, I did it. I'm so happy. Okay. And I actually recorded it too. That's good too. I'd forgotten to turn on the Boulder Traps. I turned it on in the middle of the fight at some point. I finally remembered. And yeah, okay, that's great. From Betsy, I think she might drop a treasure bag. But let me go ahead and drop off some things in here. That'll probably quick stack, and I don't need a lens or an ice slime thing or some gel. Spiked Apprentice Scarf is another one of the things from here. I've got a million of these pets, so I'll just sell that. Creeper Egg. Pet Flicker Wick to provide light. Okay. It's a little guy. Can't tell how much light he provides. Light pets tend to suck, but it's a different one. So that's at least something different. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in the chest in here as well. And I imagine my void bag might have picked up whatever drop we got from Betsy, so let's take a look. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff in here. But we have a Betsy relic and a treasure bag. So those are going to be the big ones. And then I have some other relics in here that can also be quick stacked away. Yeah, and some other stuff that I don't really care about. I basically only care about the Betsy stuff and having Betsy in my bestiary. Let me go ahead and favorite all of these things. Okay, so treasure bag, Betsy. I think I have room in my inventory that would be able to pick up whatever is in here. We get more defender medals and Betsy's Wrath. Magic damage, splash, defense reducing miasma. Splash, defense for... Can I tell if this enemy... I probably just have to read about it. I know there's something that does Betsy's Curse. Maybe this is it. Which is kind of like Ichor, but like a separate thing, that I think actually works on the Moon Lord. So if this is that, that could be a good thing, actually. And we have a relic. So let's go place the relic. Betsy's relic, I put all the other relics in the chest with the Old One's Army stuff that I don't really care about, but Betsy's relic I feel like is worth it, because she was tough. So I'm going to throw Betsy's relic right there with kind of like... Actually, I'd originally organized this as kind of like main quest and side quest, and yeah, I guess that's still kind of true. I don't know. In any case, so there's Betsy's relic. The Old One's Army is done. I don't plan to touch it again. And now I can focus on the Moon Lord, and that makes me happy. In addition to focusing on the Moon Lord, off camera since the last clip that I had, now that I know how to get the sand sharks from the different deserts or whatever, I grabbed all of my crimsand that I had stored up here, and I moved it over to the desert fishing area where we managed to get the Bone Biter Corrupt sand sharks. And I also used the Contaminator to uncontaminate this area, and hopefully the, what's her name? The Steampunker will come back so that I can get some more stuff. But in any case, I now have a Crimson desert in this middle section, and it's probably going to spread outwards into some of these other sections. But we'll be able to hopefully get the Crimson versions of some of these enemies. And then at some point I'll hallow this desert, and that's why I want the Steampunker back, so I can buy some hallow solution, and we'll be able to get the hallow version whenever the next sandstorms come by, and that'll help fill out the bestiary some more. Oh, the bestiary! So we got Betsy, and she was, I think, 378 is where I had her marked in my notes. 378, Betsy. Vicious Etherean dragon who leads the minions of the Old One's army that found their way to this world. Alright, we did it. In addition to defeating the Moon Lord and getting the other bestiary items, there are still a number of things I want to do, so let's actually review just during the outro here. You may have noticed in my inventory I'm carrying around 10 prismatic lace wings. Basically, each night when I think of it, during the first half of the night, I go try to harvest some from the Hallow, and I can actually show that off. I've made my Hallow area bigger for farming the prismatic lace wings. And so if I come out over here, I basically just extended the Hallow grass all the way out here and put in some Hallow bricks. And so it's kind of corruption down there, but if I'm sitting up here, it's Hallow. You can maybe see the Hallow trees in the background. It's kind of dark at night. And so I've been able to get prismatic lace wings from this area, and I can usually get like one a night or something. And then, so that's something I need to do in order to fight the Empress of Light during the daytime, which I'm sure is going to take lots of attempts, which is why I'm farming so many lace wings. We did Betsy and Tower Defense, so I can cross that off my list. I still have to finish the Frost Moon, which hopefully the Moon Lord gear is going to help me with, so that we can then get a Christmas daytime to get Santa Claus, to get the Frost Legion snow globes, and all the extra Christmas kind of bestiary enemies. The Zenith Sword, I'm going to need some Moon Lord drops from, and I might play around with golf at some point. But I think those are all the things on my list. Oh, and we're going to have to defeat the Martians some more, because in order to make the Zenith Sword, one of the things we need is the Xeno Popper, which you get from or a Xeno Blade? Xeno Sword? I don't remember what it's called. But you get it from a Martian saucer, so we need to kill some more Martian saucers as well. So, those are all the things on my list. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Terraria. For now, bye-bye.